as well, downing Lane and Vendy in the men's doubles. Mixed doubles, a win for Jordan and Octavianti, the second seeds coming through. Just about 3 close games against Lamsfoss and Lohau. But now turning our attention on to the world #1 pairing in men's doubles, our second men's doubles on today's generous order of play. Gideon and Sukamuljo take on Lundgaard and Thyrri. I hope I'm not butchering that name. I will be corrected because I'm joined very shortly by my dear friend Steen Pedersen. And this is how the land lies in the men's doubles draw. And we are right at the very top. And Jomko and Kedron lie in wait, having down the 6 seeds, Lane and Vendy, 21-18 in their deciding match. And you can see, also interesting, Alfian and Arianto, the 3rd seeds of Indonesia, in that all Indonesian section down below went down earlier today in straight games to their compatriots. So they also lie in wait for to see whether the daddies will come through in their all-Indonesian class. So Indonesians abound down in the bottom half of the men's doubles draw, but we'll be turning our attention to the very top of it right now. And headlining the action, led out by Marcus Fernaldi Gideon. The world #1 pairing then, alongside Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, who have had 12 wins, 5 losses this year. Always entertaining when they step on centre stage. It's a first meeting against a young Danish pairing, Daniel Lundgaard and Matthias Thyrri, world #47 pairing. They have had 4 wins, 6 losses this year. How will they go today? A 24-year-old and 20-year-old pair against the might and experience of these two. All masked up.
All right, guys. I have black or red.
Red.
Red. It's black.
Yep.
Service. Who serves? Marcus. That side.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
So Matthias Thyrri to receive. Marcus Fernaldi Gideon keenly electing to serve. And our umpire today for this one, Bert van Horenbeek of Belgium. Familiar faces in blue and white. Top seeds from Indonesia. 30 years of age. Here's Marcus Fernaldi Gideon from the Indonesian capital. One of 3 Indonesian top-seeded teams here. And they really have taken ownership in this World Tour Super 500 level event, haven't they? In men's doubles, it's been quite something. 26-year-old Kevin Sukamuljo. Yet to concede a game en route here. Fairly emphatic wins around the half-hour mark for both against a Japanese duo. And so they're looking good. And here are the Danes. Steen, do you want to talk a little about them? 21 years of old, Daniel Lundgaard, familiar face to you.
Yeah, he's from my hometown. He's born in my hometown. He used to live with his parents. His father, the former international Martin Lundgaard. And Matthias Thyrri, also born not too far, 10 kilometers away from the birthplace of Daniel Lundgaard.
And again, fairly emphatic, yet to drop a game. Beating the
play.
Indians in Corner and Sharma, and 2 Scots, the Grimley brothers, as well. There he is. High quality gold badge umpire. But Van Horenbeek and Veronique Bertrand of France as the service judge. So we're pretty much ready to roar then and get our fourth match on Quarterfinals Friday underway. We don't know what's going to happen out here because it is a first meeting, so we've got nothing to go on. But you'd imagine that these two certainly have the quality to tame the two young Danes. But what sort of resistance can the tall team from Denmark put up? It's going to be a real extreme test of their skills today, that's for sure. Lefty-righty combo, always useful.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, Indonesia. And on my left, Daniel Lundgaard, Mathias Thyrri, Denmark. Marcus Fernaldi Gideon to serve to Mathias Thyrri, Lovell. Play. One love. Two love. Service over. 1-2.
Recent runners-up, of course, in the Yonex French Open, Gideon and Sukamuljo. Lost round of 16 at the Denmark Open. But of course, Indonesia as a team, as a collective, winning the Thomas Cup.
Yeah, they can hope that it they can hope that it rubs off on the two Indonesians, the Thomas Cup win. They get a little bit more self-confidence. They really haven't played like the years before. Sukamuljo and Gideon in their fourth year as, well, actually they've started their fifth year as world number one, but have not at all played like that. And they were also pushed yesterday by Dutch combination of Ruben Gille and Thies van der Lek. So, yeah. Originally, I would say this is a total mismatch because we have the world's number one pair.
Over.
Now,
3-2.
Today, I wouldn't say I'm sure that it's the world's best pair at the moment. It might be, but they're still number one on the world ranking. But they play different kinds of tournaments compared to Thyrri and Lundgaard, who plays on the European circuit. So level-wise, it should be a mismatch. But I think most players, they've sort of sensed that Gideon and Sukamuljo, they are not the Gideon and Sukamuljo we knew before the Corona crisis or the Corona pandemic, and everybody's playing the chance. So it's up to the Indonesians to sort of brush them away.
Too high.
Yeah, they'll be keen to make a line in the sand, as it were, I would imagine. They've already lost 5 matches this year, Sukamuljo and Gideon, but they've won 12 matches, more importantly. So yes, you do sense there's a vulnerability. Whether these two young Danes can expose that, who knows? But we saw earlier, as I mentioned, Alfian and Arianto going out to their compatriots, to a younger Indonesian team.
Play.
And it's sport. Anything can happen, can't it?
Matthias.
Who knows?
Have to be quicker, okay?
Double left by Daniel
Service
Lundgaard.
over. 4-5.
And that's also something we have to take into the equation. The sort of fatigue in the Indonesian team from being in Europe.
Over.
I think they arrived
6-4.
just in the late September. So they've been here for more than 6 weeks now. On the other hand, if you don't play that well, then it's a chance to focus on your badminton, get some practice done, and play some high-quality matches. So you might play yourself into shape.
Service over.
Even if they're winning, that's what worries me. Even when they're winning, the body language of Gideon and Sukamuljo, it doesn't look as convincing as it used to.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite as energized, does it?
Yes.
It must be so difficult when you've got the target on your back of world #1s and everybody's gunning for you. They've been there, done it, got the T-shirt, and it's constantly having to prove themselves, as everybody is in pro sport. You're only as good as your last match, aren't you? So you've got to just step up and deliver and bring the intensity, and no more so than in men's doubles, right, Steen? It's just that kind of discipline, isn't it? You can't be lackluster in any way, shape or form, otherwise you'll get exposed.
Service over. 6-7. Service over.
They've certainly brought a lot of joy over the years, these two, with their style that they play. It's somehow kind of gung-ho and really enjoyable.
Wait.
Well, he's
Come here.
getting a little frustrated, is
You can't keep your
Sukamuljo.
hand up forever. You have to be quicker. This is the last time, okay?
Good firm umpiring from Bert van Horenbeek. No nonsense.
Oi, what a defense. Oh, that was amazing. Really, really good smash from Thyrri. But
9-6.
fantastic and lucky save from Marcus Gideon. Look at that. And then it's blocked by the racket of Lundgaard. They were not unlucky there, the Indonesians.
Service over. 7-9.
But if you look at the win-loss record for instance, 2019 for the Indonesians, they had 6-1. Means for every 6 matches they played, they lost 1. So that's not correct. For every 7 matches they played, they won 6 and lost 1. And their win-loss record this year here in 2021 is 2-1.
10-7.
So every time they play 3 matches, they lose 1.
Yeah, very out of character. The emotionality as well, Steen, of winning the Thomas Cup as well. You know, no real time to celebrate and really enjoy the moment. And suddenly you're back in the sharp end again at another tournament. It's just been a tiring 6-week stretch, hasn't it?
That's a good point. That's a good point. And if you look at it like that, we know how much it means to Indonesia to win the Thomas Cup.
Interval.
And it's been so many years since they've done it. So amazing the way they're playing actually after such an emotional win.
one of the things that you speak to sort of former players, and largely a lot of these athletes amongst several of the racket sports would say, you know, what is the one thing that you'd wish you'd done, you know, since retiring? And they seem to say, the majority of them, just savouring my wins when I did, because, you know, now I realise, now I'm past it and older, that they were really hard fought and tough to come by. And this is one of the things with this sport, isn't it? It just constantly evolves, moving forward at such pace. There's such a generous
20 seconds.
repertoire of tournaments week on week.
20 seconds.
You're exposed in the fire, having to deliver. Find ways of keeping practice engaging.
I don't know more than that. Coaching Gideon and
11-7.
And I can see
Late.
that 4 rows in front of us. The head men's doubles coach of Indonesia, Harry Pengadi, is watching closely. He's probably
8-11.
in charge of some of the other Indonesian men's doubles pairs, but of course keeping an eye on all the matches as long as he's not occupied. And on the adjacent court, it's an all-Indonesian affair, so of course there's no coaching there. So it's about getting these days off when you can as a coach.
Yes, quite. The players can't, if they keep winning.
Oi, that's a lucky save for the Danes there.
9-11.
By Mathias Thyrri. And it seems like the shuttles have become a lot slower today, or perhaps they've gone down in speed. I actually think there should be a sign in the hole showing the players what kind of speed it is that is used. It's quite important in terms of the game planning, which can be totally different playing slow shuttles or playing fast shuttles, and there should be a clear sign showing what kind of shuttles, speed of shuttles you're playing today.
Yeah, Li Zijia was saying very fast shuttles on his opening match, where he was too much points down to Pablo Fabian.
Yeah, and it seems like they've changed it.
As a consequence of player feedback, is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I know they changed them in Denmark Open. They were made aware of it by one of the reporters from the local Danish television. There's 3 or 4 referees. It should not be necessary to be made aware of it by the TV reporters. He went down and said if they were aware that there were a lot of players that were complaining over the shuttle speed, and then they changed it to a slower one. So that might have happened again here. You can see with long rallies.
Indicating exactly what you've suggested, possibly. Lucky break for Sukamuljo.
Service over.
Just never tire of
12,
watching
10.
them play, do you, the world number ones? They're just so flamboyant and fascinating. Longest rally of the match, that one. These two are quitting themselves really well, Steen, to start off with. Good showing from the Danes. Far from overwhelmed.
Yeah, and they no doubt have the advantage of a little bit slower shuttles.
Mathias Thyrri, challenges called out.
First challenge of the match.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 13-10. Play.
Yeah, good pace on the return from Thyrri.
Service over. 11-13. Service over. 14-11.
Instant feedback to Matthias Thyrri on the quality of his low serve.
I thought exactly that. Yeah.
Wow.
15-11.
Thyrri, who had his debut at the for the Danish national team in the Sudirman Cup, the World Mixed Team Championship in Finland in September.
Service over.
Is it Mia Solo who plays with?
15.
Mysoro,
Mia
yeah,
Solo, yeah.
but not on the national team.
Okay.
Got a good steep attack, Thyrri.
13-15.
One suspects that Sukamuljo and Gideon feels rather content that they're going to eventually win this match here.
He can't help himself, can he?
Service over. 16,
One of the things that I noticed
13.
in the Thomas Cup campaign that was significant was that Indonesia played with Gideon and Sukamuljo.
So Kevin, come here. Kevin, come here. I'm okay you protesting, but you come to me, all right? It's called high, so that means no. Then she will call it. No, all right? Service fault called, too high.
Yeah.
Service over. 14-16.
One of the things at the Thomas Cup, Indonesia played with Gideon and Sukamuljo against Denmark, so they had no fear playing them. But in the final against China, they had no trust in them, and they were not fielded as a pair. They chose to play their third highest ranked pair as number one pair. And I think that says speak volumes.
17-14.
Good lead from Gideon.
18-14.
Do you think it's good? I mean, obviously it's great for Indonesian badminton. There's such depth in the men's doubles partnerships. And do you think that the world number ones feel sort of threatened by that and know that they've really got to constantly keep evolving and raising their game to keep at the pinnacle of the rankings and to get selected for Team Indonesia on that basis?
If you're doing well, it's nice to have
the depth, I guess.
The depth in the team. If you're struggling a little bit, then most likely you see the depth as a threat.
20, game point 14.
6 game points then for the world number one team.
Game.
Well, secured in style, as it always is. 21-14, Sukamuljo and Gideon take the opening game in this first men's doubles quarterfinal on show court 1.
There's a lot of discussion from Ariona Miranat here, considering that they won the game 21-14 against a young Danish pair. I mean, it should basically just be let's just go on, play our game plan for a little bit slow playing conditions against opponents where we can penetrate things are going well. It's more of a consideration here with the Danish coach, Leonard Engler. He's got to come up with something to help his
20
charges.
seconds. Board 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level.
And if I were the Danes, I would go
Play.
even more for Marcus Gideon. I would try to involve him in
1 love.
as much as possible. But most likely the overall level is not strong enough to challenge the Indonesians. Second frame shot
2 love.
in the last 2 rallies from Thyrri. That's well played.
3 love.
Mistake
Serve
from
over.
Gideon.
1-3. Two, 3. Three, oh.
The loose service return from Sukamuljo there. And he paid the price himself. What's going on there? Gideon was on his way to the net.
Yeah, on the odd occasion, they look a little out of sorts, don't they, the top seeds?
But they're relaxed here.
Yeah. Barely flinch for that one.
Yeah.
Very uncharacteristic of Gideon. Oh, he's found it.
Yeah.
Little moment of magic from Sukamuljo.
Service over. 4-all.
To see the Danes play much more back at the net when Gideon is standing there.
It's over. 5-4. Yes. Serves over. 5-all. 6-5.
Oh yes, just shifting into another gear in that point. You could see it from the world number ones. Spreading the court beautifully with their attack lines.
Yes. 8-5.
Racket's gone. Lundgaard's racket.
Service over. 6-8. Seven, 8.
I don't know, to me the Danes look a little bit nervous or starstruck or whatever. There's no need to feel that way. The Dutch pair showed it yesterday. I feel the Danes, they should try and up the pace a little bit. It might hurt them because Sukamuljo would then sort of be woken up, so to speak. But I really think the pace could go up here and see if they could challenge Gideon a bit more. And after the service situation, it's pretty much playing a mixed double at the moment, so we don't see that normal combination where Sukamuljo is at the back and Sukamuljo is at the net trying to exercise all his beautiful reads and skills on the front court, and Gideon working at the back court. That's rare. There we saw it, and I would think that even though the shuttles are a bit slow, then that's the way to do it for the Indonesians. So I still think they have more than enough firepower to penetrate the Danish defense the way that they've played today.
Play let. Challenge. Daniel Lundgaard challenges called out.
There's a lot of discussion about these service situations where some players are trying to serve really fast and some receivers trying to put their hand up. Yeah. The problem is that this was, of course, always going to be long. The umpire was surprised that they were challenging.
9.
The thing is that it should be the partner who puts up his hand so that you can look up without being served at immediately. That's what players want to avoid.
Service over. 10-all. Service full call. Too high. Service over. 11-10 interval.
Sukamuljo getting away with murder there. Flick serve was fault called. So they break to the front once again with a slender advantage. 11-10 in game 2, but a game to the good, the top seeds.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Back to that thread of conversation, Steen, when we were talking about changing the shuttles mid-tournament. Must feel almost to some pairings then, or some individuals as they're playing in their respective disciplines, almost like a little bit of a different tournament, if that were to happen.
It is a different tournament.
Yeah.
11-10.
It's like playing one match in tennis on grass, and then the next match you show up for is on clay, whilst 2 others next to you are still playing on grass, or the ones earlier on the day they're playing on grass.
That must be so unnerving.
On clay.
10.
And I mean,
and reflecting in a lot of the results as a consequence as well.
Definitely. It also sort of evens out the field. Slower shuttles, slower playing conditions give the players that are lower ranked a better opportunity to challenge the higher ranked players. There's no doubt about it. Standing too far back, 2-8. And also outside the picture, he urges himself to move forward. I don't understand the Danes' game plan. I simply don't understand it. You have one player on court who's still playing brilliantly, and you have one player who's clearly struggling, and you play almost 50-50 shots. I mean, 50% to one player and 50% to the other player. I don't get it.
Out. Service over. 12-14. Well,
I can tell you that over on court 2, Asan and Setyawan are under siege. They've lost the opening game to the young World Junior champions, Karnando and Mathen.
Yeah. They will also struggle if the shuttles are slow, Asan and Setyawan. Well, they would have an advantage with faster shuttles.
Yeah.
Excellent technical skills.
Service over.
He's struggling with his low serve.
13.
Tall player.
Thought he was going to head that one. Yeah. He's full of sort of boyish pranks, isn't he, that you kind of love to watch.
Yes.
It's like a petulant schoolboy who's just been told off at school. He just keeps on coming back and nibbling at you, doesn't he? Something so childish and lovable about Sukamuljo.
Good
work from the Danes.
14-16. Serves over, 17-14.
To looking for help at the service judge. There is no help.
Marcus Finaldi Gideon challenges called in. Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 15-18. Play.
Too many mistakes from the Danes. I'm a little bit disappointed about the Danes' performance. I have to tell you, I am. There's too many mistakes. Service is not consistent, and defense not working, and mistakes in open game. But perhaps it's because I forget this what I mentioned earlier, that it's two different levels that are
20.
Competing.
Match point 15.
5 match points for the top seeds.
Game.
Gideon and Sukamuljo safely through to the semi-finals of this Hylo Open in Saarbrücken. They delight their fans back home, no doubt, coming through
won by Marcus
safely.
Finaldi Gideon
21-14, 21-15 in 36 minutes.
21-14, 21-15.
Doing enough on the day, and that's all that matters. Whether the shuttles are slow or fast, they found a way through. So really all credit to them, and that was how they won the match point. Discipline showing, got it done. And another straight game win for the top seeds at the very top of the men's doubles draw. They through and will take on Supak Jomko and Kitanupon Kedron on semi-final Saturday.
It was funny.
Welcome back to the Saarlandhalle here in southwest Germany bordering on France. Gorgeous city. And this is what we've brought you so far. Li Zijia with a win in men's singles. Jomko and Ked